Hello everybody. Welcome to another live stream, but tonight we're going to be doing some cross-stitchings. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to post something on Twix, not Twix, X, Twitch and X, whatever you call it. Chilling on Twitch, YouTube. The latest cross stitch. Yeah. Chilling on Twitch, working on my latest cross stitch. There we go. Post that on Twitters. Post that on the Twitterverse. And welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's having a great week so far. As usual, we're gonna do some cross stitching tonight for about an hour. And then we'll, yeah, like 55 minutes to an hour, and then we'll switch over to play some more 2x KO for about an hour. I'll probably just do ranked tonight, just to see if we can get ranked up a little bit in the ranking system. My goal is just to basically get back up to Emerald rank in that game. I was Emerald rank in Season 0, so Season 1 I want to get to Emerald rank, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, as you can see, I've been filling in more of the orange of Spider-Man. I didn't get a whole lot done since the last time I streamed some cross-stitching, but as you can see, we have made some progress. I think I've only worked on it a little bit here and there off stream. Been kind of busy. Obviously, we had some snow, which kind of diverted my attention to that. Also, a lot of free time I've been using to play 2x KO and not cross stitch. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, hope everybody's enjoying their week so far. Able to be productive, hopefully, and stay safe if you've got bad weather in your area. There's Metroid music. Hey Charlie, welcome on in. Thanks for hopping in over on YouTube. What game are you playing tonight? Playing some GTA 5. Are you... I'm assuming you're gonna get GTA 6 when that comes out, right? Yeah, I kind of figured, since I couldn't remember if you had a PlayStation 5 already. But I figured if anything, you would probably get a PlayStation 5 just for that game if you already didn't have a PlayStation 5. Oh, you don't have a PS5? I'm guessing you will be getting a PS5. Because I'm pretty sure GTA 6 is not coming to PlayStation 4. Is my microphone volume still good today? As compared to yesterday? I really bumped it up. Like, I really messed around with the settings and stuff to try to make it sound better. It seems to have gotten rid of the echo. Like, the echoing isn't as bad. Like, where it sounds like I'm in a cave or anything. It's good, it's good. Because I watched my stream from yesterday and it sounded a lot better now after I made some changes. Yeah, there's that. And then we have two rows that are just the same length, but they're like bumped over one. They're bumped over one stitch. So my goal tonight is to, for one, finish this little section here, and then probably bump down to the next section and get that one, get a good portion of that done. But yeah, I'm just going to keep working with this color until we get all the way to the bottom where this color kind of ends. Because the next time we'll need this color, I believe, isn't until we do like his shoulder area near the bottom. And right now we're just kind of focusing on the top. Try to get the top done. But after this orange color, we'll be moving back over to Venom, and then we'll like probably work on another blue color over here that's like a prominent color that has a good amount of it to stitch. Because I figured we'll fill in stuff that has the larger number of stitches, and then go back and kind of fill in the areas where there's like just a few stitches here, a few stitches there. That way, like, most of the stitch coverage is already in place. Okay. This row is the same as the row I just finished. Thankfully, I've been pretty good. I haven't had any real like huge mistakes where I had to like undo a bunch of stitches. I think by marking one row at a time, like in my software, to know like what I've completed and what I haven't, makes it a little bit easier to follow the pattern and also save on mistakes. I meant to watch the latest episode of Fallout. I have to say something to my wife, because it came out a day early. It came out on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. And there's only 2 episodes left, so we're very curious to see how the show's gonna end. Because they have a lot of stuff going on right now in the show, which it's gonna be either some of the storylines are gonna end up being left at a cliffhanger, or they'll like rush it and wrap up the little story arcs that they have going on. Okay, so those 2 rows are done. We have 2 more rows in this little section here, and then we'll be done. And then we can start the next section. Should have enough thread here to finish the last 2 rows that need to be done. Trying to decide, because obviously this project's going to take me a while to do, since I'm not really putting a huge amount of focus on it. It's just going to take a very long time to finish. Unless all of a sudden I get a bug up my butt and really just start like hammering progress out on this. But I was kind of thinking on like what I would want to do next, like what project do I want to work on next. And it's like, man, I've been playing so much 2XKO, it would be really cool to try to make a cross stitch pattern for 2XKO in some way. Whether I take like a character portrait from the character select screen. Maybe I could take the team that I use, like Darius Warwick, and like use their portraits in a cross stitch. And since I can just take a screenshot of the video game, I could see like, oh, if I just did it pixel for pixel, I could see like how big is it going to be if I did pixel for pixel. Probably going to be pretty big. Even just for the small portraits, because the game is like 1080. It's 1080p, so the character select portraits, not the full-size portraits of like their whole model and stuff, because that would be massive. That would be like, I would definitely scale that down and make like a low-res version of the models if I were to stitch them. And this row is only 5 stitches, so okay, there we go. This section is all done. I think I'll just end the strand here. And just get a new strand and get started. Yeah, Miko, yeah, it's moving along great. Slow and steady, because I'm not like super focused on this project every day, but slow and steady. We've made some pretty good progress on the orange. Slow and steady wins the race. So we're going to move on to the next area. The next little section of his head, like his outfit here for his mask. It's just another little section underneath here. The more orange I fill in, though, the more we can start to see the where the the spider webbing is in his costume. Alright, so I want to start right here, I believe. Because it's two stitches down from this row here. And one over from the edge here. Then we go three across here. And since I'm doing like the rows from like top to bottom, sometimes I'll do this where it's like I'll start here, I'll do 3, and then I'll go up to the next row. We'll start just filling in. This row here, I gotta go all the way across till we get to this stitch right here, so when it lines up with that final stitch on this row, then we can go up another row, which is only 4 stitches. Then we just slowly come back and work our way through down the rows. You working on anything, Miko? Are you working on any projects of any kind? Sorry, is my microphone not loud enough? You were looking at an Asian market? Oh, okay. As to whips, you have many. What is your favorite? Out of all the whips that you have, what is your favorite? And let's not confuse that. Let's not confuse the whips with something else, okay? For those of you that are in the chat that may not know the terminology when it comes to cross-stitch projects and craft projects and just the acronym WHIP in general. Don't be thinking it's something else. I don't need to be getting in trouble with my wife. Work in progress, as those that were wondering. I mean, most people should know that by now, but you know. That's right, you collect the Hot Wheels cars, right there, Charlie? You collect the Hot Wheels cars? Absolute with a raid. Holy cow, over on Twitch. Absolute, how was your stream with 2XKO? Sorry, you got a little derailed there with the Darius expert combos there. But how did the rest of the stream go? Thanks for bringing your peeps on over to a quite a different stream. We are not playing 2XKO just yet. We will be playing 2XKO later. But I am doing something called cross stitch, which just a type of crafting. It's kind of it's classified as a type of embroidery. But the project I'm making is the image that's above my webcam of Spider-Man and Venom. That is the end result. Hopefully, when we're all done, all said and done. This is a custom design that I made, so we shall see how it turns out. Stream was okay. You finished the stream by beating a Darius. Hey, that's the best. That's the best. That's the best way to end it. The one expert combo I think I already have been doing some practice on for the most part, if not the actual expert combo, but like most of the expert combo, because it looked familiar when I was watching you try to do the expert combo. So it's like, I know there's one combo that I've been trying to really work on to try to be able to like execute it and eventually execute it in a match. The combos themselves aren't too hard. I just gotta get the timing a bit and a new controller. Yeah, I think my controller is starting to take a beating to the point where I might need to get a new controller as well. Or upgrade to a fight stick. Fight stick and buttons. I don't want to go leverless. If I'm gonna go leverless, I might as well just use my keyboard, because that's a cheap alternative. It's a $0 alternative just to switch to my keyboard. Yeah, I think with the when you were doing the expert combos, I kind of remembered that I believe I got through a couple of the expert combos, and I think when I got to like combo 3, that's when I had to stop because I just couldn't finish the combo. Especially when those combos start scrolling, because they have so many actions, they don't fit on the screen. Like, I always mess up because I'm like trying to memorize it, and then all of a sudden there's like these new moves that appear that I don't really get a glance at until it's like too late. But yeah, like in about a half hour, we're gonna switch over to 2XKO. I might play a little bit of ranked, but if you're around and you want to do some private matches, I'm down with that too. Get my butt kicked again by Ari. I can't remember who else. So you use Ari. Who else do you use? I can't remember if it was Jinx, Echo, or what's the other one? I know you were gonna try to use Caitlyn, I guess. Eventually, if you haven't already. Or was it Vi? Did you use Vi? I don't think you used Vi. I don't think you used Vi. I knew it. I knew there was a knot. Of course, I'm not going to be able to get the knot out. Never mind. Never mind. I got the knot out. Yeah, I don't know if you're still here, Absolute, but you might be doing some end of the stream stuff as well. Also, I apologize that we will be having ads in about 3.5 minutes over on Twitch. I have ads on just to avoid pre-rolls for people coming in so they don't get hit with ads right at the beginning of coming into the stream. I really don't know what's better. Like because they're gonna give you ads regardless. They're gonna serve up ads, and like I get pennies basically for that, so it's not like I make a bunch of monies for ads. But I don't know what's people's... I mean, anybody in chat who has to endure ads, what's your opinion? Would you prefer that the ads show up right at the beginning of a stream and then you don't have ads for a while? Like longer than 30 minutes? Or having like a shorter stint of ads, like 1.5 minutes of ads every 30 minutes, just so that you don't get hit with ads at the beginning of the stream, unless of course it's during an ad break or whatever. But you leave that up to the streamer. I'm just trying to get people's opinions on, like, are they turned off by the fact that ads show up right at the beginning of a stream, or are they turned off at the fact that there's ads every 30 minutes? Because I have to do at least 3 minutes of ads every hour to avoid pre-roll. So I know some people don't like it. Actually, on my YouTube channel right now, there's no ads at all, because the channel I use for my crafting content is not monetized. So there are no ads over there on the YouTube side. Now, obviously, if we start streaming on my gaming channel, then ads would be there. I know people get turned off by ads too sometimes. Then there's other people who just don't care. They just know it's a part of how this whole system for streaming works. Like, platforms have to do ads. They got to make money somehow outside of the revenue they gain from the percentage of when people like send money to the creator and stuff. You have food? Oh, then you did not hear my question, or you didn't hear me, Absolute, I guess. I kind of figured you stepped away, but I was saying about how you play Ari, and then who else? I couldn't remember who your second character was that you typically play with in 2XKO. Also in like half hour, less than a half hour, we'll be switching over to 2XKO. I can't hear again. Ads started. Ugh. I'll just wait. I'll just wait. I'll just wait. 43 seconds for ads to end. Are we back now? Are we back in business? Yo, Captain Squirrel over on YouTube, thank you for the compliment of the lovely colors. If you're curious to know what I'm actually making, the image above my webcam gives you kind of a preview of what this project will look like in the end. Right now we're obviously working on one of the colors for Spider-Man. So Absolute, you said you play as Ari. What is the other character that you primarily play with? I can't remember. I face off so many Ari players that have different combinations of Echo, Vi, Yasuo, now Caitlyn. You used Jinx. Okay. I thought it was Jinx, but I just couldn't remember. I just remember you just kick my butt with Ari most of the time. You don't even really use Jinx. You just take Ari and just beat me. But yeah, what I was saying was, like, in like 20 minutes or so, I'm gonna switch over to 2XKO. Probably play a little bit of ranked, and if you're still around, I'm good with playing some private matches too. If you want to do a little bit of private matches with me. Because I'm not sure how much ranked I'll be in the mood to do today. More practice for the Caitlyn? Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm like I'm at a perfect skill level for people that want to learn new characters, because like they might be really good at the game, and I'm in a position where like I can give you guys decent pressure to deal with when you're trying to learn a new character. So it gives you a little bit of challenge, at least, with the new character. I'm selling myself short. You're a lot better at the game than you think. I'm always gonna feel that way. Even if I were to get to a point, like, I don't know, it's just, I don't want to call it imposter syndrome. It's probably not. It probably is imposter syndrome, where it's just like, I'm always going to, because I also don't like, I do not like to brag about stuff either. So, like, I guess I go the other extreme of, like, I don't want to brag about how good I am at the game, but I also don't, like, I don't know. I'm just like, I know I'm good at it to a certain extent. I know there's a lot I need to learn to get better. And then obviously when I play against people that just stomp me into the ground with certain characters, like, it's like I know I could probably beat some people that stomp me. It's just that I make dumb, silly mistakes. And if I can overcome those mistakes, then I can stomp them right back. I know if I get better control of my buttons, if I get better control with my thumbs hitting the buttons, that will be a huge improvement. You like the For It Walk song? I don't remember. This is Pokemon Black and White. It is it's the Accumula town. I don't know how you pronounce it. Accumula. Accummula town. Took this song and added lyrics to it. I'm sure most of the Pokemon background music have people that have put lyrics to the music. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard the version that you speak of, though. But I think we're gonna probably, once this piece of thread is all done, once I get it to the point where it's too short to continue, I think that'll be a perfect spot to end the cross-stitching portion of the stream. For those of you on YouTube, that means the stream will end in about 15 minutes. But I will be still streaming over on Twitch. And I'll be switching things over to 2XKO. And then also I will go live on my other YouTube channel for 2XKO. For my gaming YouTube channel. So if you're wanting to be curious, if you're curious about 2XKO at all, and you'd like to see the game in action before you potentially download it yourself, a free-to-play game. If you're even remotely interested in fighting games, I would suggest giving it a try just to see if you like the gameplay style. Or if you've played other fighting games in the past that are tag fighter games where you get to tag between different characters and such, this might be a game right up your alley. It's pretty fast-paced. The training mode is pretty robust, with teaching you all the basic mechanics and all that. Actually, it jumps you right in. When you first log in for the very first time, they basically have you go through a very small training tutorial about some of the basic fundamentals of things you can use in the actual game itself. And then they have like a whole training, they call it the training hub area, but you can learn the basics again, slightly different from how they teach it to you when you first launch the game. All right, another row is done. Whew. I mean, we made pretty good progress so far. We filled in this whole section right here. Earlier this evening, I filled in a little bit of this section down here. So, plus the fact that we're only cross-stitching for like an hour, there's only so much I can get done in about an hour. If I stitch uninterrupted, and I can do it if I am able to do it pretty quickly, an hour worth of streaming cross-stitching will net me probably around 100 stitches in total. We'll be able to see, once I'm done stitching, I can pull up the properties of my pattern to see how far along we are and how many stitches we actually did today. Including the little bit of stitching that I did off stream. Yeah, this thread's getting a little short, so what I will do is I will probably finish this row off with a new thread and then call it quits. Just so that we have all the stitches accounted for by the end of the stream. How did I get into cross-stitching? So when I was little, my mom taught me how to do it. Obviously, as I got older, I got interested in other things. Primarily, like in my high school years, I got into like building my own computers and really getting into computer games back then. Obviously, I was always a person that enjoyed playing games on consoles as well. But yeah, I got into playing computer games like first-person shooters, strategy, RTS strategy games like Command and Conquer, StarCraft, Warcraft, like those kind of RTS strategy games. But like Doom 2, Quake, Unreal, pretty much like any first-person shooter back in the day, I would at least attempt to play it, especially if it had multiplayer, because my friends and I would, I know this has nothing to do with cross-stitching, but kind of going off on a little tangent. But my friends and I would, in high school, we would do LAN parties. We would take turns and do LAN parties at each other's houses. And we would play first-person shooters, RTSs, like pretty much any like multiplayer type game that we could play. But anyway, back to cross-stitching. Obviously, I lost interest. And then in 2021, during COVID, or maybe it was 2020. I think it was 2020. During 2020, when we were all trapped inside our houses and stuff, I wanted to get back into some kind of a hobby that didn't require being in front of a computer or playing video games. So my wife had picked up crochet, and that gave me the idea to get back into doing cross-stitching. And then obviously the first project that I chose was the Legend of Zelda map that I have hanging on my wall behind me. You can't see it in the camera frame unless I go full screen, but that was my first project back to cross-stitching. And then I've been just doing it ever since. And then obviously I started making my own patterns so that the cross-stitch pieces that I was making were one of a kind and really unique type pieces. And then at some point I was like, well, I would love to take them to like a craft show where they do like the not a tournament, but like a contest where like you would have your piece, you'd have your piece on display and it would get voted on to win like first prize or whatever at a like maybe a county fair or something like that. I was thinking that I could take them. I feel like they would be worthy enough to be showcased in a some kind of like a contest or something. But yeah, that's how I got into it and how I got back into it. Alright, so we're done with that row as well. So we'll pull up the stats and we'll see where we stand tonight. So basically, I completed 138 stitches tonight. That brings us above 5,000. So we're at like 11% done. The total number of stitches in this project is 46,745. So that's a lot of X's that I gotta make for this project. But yeah, right now we're at 5,051. So I will probably, the next time I finish, like after tomorrow, when I work on this project tomorrow, and this piece of thread is done, maybe even another piece of thread. So this piece and then another piece of thread. Once I get those two done, I'll probably end up taking a picture as my like 5,000 stitch progress picture and post that up on all the different socials and stuff. Be right back. You're done eating and you're gonna wash some dishes. Okay. I'll probably, by the time you get back, I'll probably be switched over to 2XKO and we'll be maybe ready to fight. Okay, so for those of you watching over on YouTube, I appreciate you being here. If you would like, you could stop over at my other channel at Chadley to watch me play some 2XKO and obviously continue having any type of conversation. If you enjoyed hanging out, feel free to subscribe over here on YouTube. And if you're on Twitch, if you would like to stay up to date on the progress on this project, feel free to follow over on Twitch as well. If you are curious about the YouTube channel, it's Chadley's Creations. I will post that up here. youtube.com/Chadley's Creations. There you go. Those of you on the Twitch side, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to stay up to date. Obviously the streams that are on the YouTube channel will stay up forever. The ones, the archived VODs here on Twitch don't always, they only last for like 2 weeks. So if you're falling behind and you want to see where the progress has led us up to a certain point, you can always go to the YouTube channel and look at previous streams just to see how the progress has continued. For those of you over on the YouTube side, if you want to pop over to the stream that will be starting very soon, this is the channel that we will be. Dang it! Why is it Chadley? Yes, there you go. That is the channel that we'll be streaming on for the video game portion of the stream. So, anyway, have a great night, everyone over on the YouTube side. Everyone on Twitch, we're still going to stay live. You'll just get to see me disassemble everything and get ready for the 2XKO portion. So that'll take about 10 minutes, and then we'll be off and running for that. Yeah, so everyone on YouTube, have a great night. If I don't see you, have a great weekend, and bye-bye.